Alright, welcome back everybody. This is going to be part 3. In the last 2 parts you see me disassemble the rear end of the Baja and start to assemble the rear end, mostly the diff in the second part. So that's all done in the last 2 parts. In part 3, let's get the A-arms on this Baja here and start building. So let's disassemble this real quick. These are the hostile rear hubs. I'm going to be still reusing these, and I don't know if you can still use the limit straps on the fast lane machine arms. We'll soon find out, but I'll stop talking. Let's get these old RPM A-arms off of the arms or the hubs, and let's get building. So I got my alcohol already set up, all these bolts. They're pretty well dirty with Loctite and stuff like that. So as I take them off, I'm going to start soaking them right away. So this way I don't have to wait for them to get clean. Alright, so they're pretty tight, but I really couldn't hold on to this, but no problems. Just gotta work with what tools I have. So these are the adapters for, I don't remember the name of what they're called, but they're for the smaller 5th scale tires for speed running. So it looks like I have some shims that I was running, and let's push out this last bearing. Yeah, these ones are kind of shot also. So we'll be putting 4 new bearings in the rear hubs also. So we'll put these off to the side. Those are the hubs. Alright, so with the hubs done, let's find the rear arms of the Fastlane wide kit or extended A arms. So that should be the rear arms, and these should be the uppers. That's the shock towers. Yeah, okay. So these are the rear arms and the rear upper arms. And the top, there's 2 little set screws as the one goes flying. So it looks like I'm going to have to reuse the Heims, and then you could obviously see they're a lot longer. So here's the stock arm, and then here is the Fastlane arm. As you can already tell, the Fastlane arm is just as long as the stock arm. So there's that arm and that. Put these little 2 set screws off to the side. Let's open up the bottom arms. So here is a stock arm, and here is the Fastlane machine arm. I believe it's about an inch longer, so inch on both sides, so it's 2 inches overall. Let's open up all the hardware. Alright, so I'm going to start with the lower arms first. If I had to guess, this is going to be the left-hand side of the car, because the shock towers, the shocks go to the back of the car. These are identical, I believe. There's not a left or a right. Or I believe the Hostile logo went towards the back, so I'm just going to keep it that way. So it looks like they'll work. It looks like we have some bushings and stuff like that that have to go inside the arms. So that's what it looks like. So the smaller ones are for the outside, the little plastic bushing. So the 2 plastic smaller ones go towards the outside. And then there's a longer that go for the inside towards the car. So let's get the rear arms installed. Not the rear arms, the rear hubs. So there is a little bit of play. I'm going to have to see if I can find some of my shims. You can kind of hear it. There is a little bit of play back and forth. I'm not sure if that will hurt anything or cause any problems, but I'm going to see if I can find some shims to just alleviate some of that play back and forth. Alright, so I found some shims. Like I said, the arm has a little bit of play in it. I'm actually going to see if I can kind of remove some of that play. So I'm going to put one of the washers just inside the arm, like that, and get the arm in. Or not the arm, but the rear. Alright, so with that one little washer, takes out some of the slop. It is a little stiff, but the little plastic will wear in and it'll be just perfect. So we'll go on with the rear screw. Get that all cinched down. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to put the washer towards the front. As it falls out. Perfect. Tighten up this side. Perfect. Alright, so just like that, I got the rear knuckles onto the lower control arms. The bearings were kind of bad, so I got 4 brand new bearings. Just like so. I'm going to just temporarily put on the rear adapters to keep the outdrives from falling off a bunch of times. So it's just a quick little bolt. Alright, and just like that, the bottom half of the extended arm kit is complete. Let's move on to the uppers. Alrighty, so after looking at the little studs that hold the upper ball joint into the A arm, they're a little bit bent. If you could see, you know what, I'll just show you. It's got a little bit of a slight bend to it. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but if you hear it on the desk, it doesn't roll. So I have them, the stock arms. I'm just going to take them from that. Alright, so we'll put these old arms up out of the way from a different Baja build. This other bent one, I'm just going to throw it back into this other arm for right now. I'll have to pick up some new ones, and I'm just going to set these off to the side. So I got my 2 used, not bent studs. Alright, so I'm just going to put a little dab of Loctite on the end of the studs that go into the upper A arms. Just a little bit. We're going to get these threaded in. Alright, so I'm going to not put Loctite until I get it all put together so I can adjust it and make sure that the camber is right. Just going to screw them on a little bit and just leave them like that for right now. Like I said, I'll go back and I'll adjust them. Alright, so I got the upper bolts all cleaned off from all the old Loctite. I'm not sure which way these arms go, but I can just always rotate the Heim joint, which isn't a big deal. I'm going to put a little bit of Loctite. Alright, so here are the Fastlane machine dog bones. Here are the old setup. It's about there. Like I said, the kit's about 1 inch longer per each side. So I got a set of Hostel boots. I really like the Hostel boots. Alright, and just like that, all the drive shafts are built. You just take the boots and then slide them out when you need to. Let's pull the arms from the back. It doesn't matter which side. And then you're just going to want to work the boot up over the outdrive, just like so. And then you can kind of just squish it down and it'll look just like that. Flip this back over. Some people, they like to take grease and put it on the balls and then insert it. It helps a little bit. I'm probably going to do that off camera, but I just don't feel like getting messy right now. Alright, and that is both the arms built. It looks like we can use the limiting straps and the sway bar. It has provisions here on the arm to do so. So I'm going to install the sway bar links. Alright, so I got the end links all cleaned up out of the alcohol. The bolt goes through the limiting strap, and you got a washer. Then you're going to slide that through the arm, and then the end link will get threaded on. I'm going to put a little bit of Loctite on the end of the bolt. Alright, and just like that, I have the two complete rear arms. Built just like that. So it wasn't too bad. Ran into a few little problems, some stuck stuff, but that's what happens with fifth scale and a bunch of Loctite. You gotta fight your way through doing a bunch of screws and unloosening them and stuff like that, but not too bad. Overall, I like the build quality. It's machined nicely, the parts, everything went together all nicely and like that. Part 4, hopefully we get it on the back of the Baja, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.